This presentation is to talk about a couple of our assignments that are in our courses this block. I'm doing this presentation both for the Strategic Management course, the BA 380, and our Business Communications course because they share these two types of assignments. And they are new to our business program, so I wanted to talk about them. The first is in Module 1, an APA review assignment. Click on that, you come up and you can download this Word document that has the instructions. Now, what this is intended to do, it is not a large assignment, it is not a real big one here. It's simply practicing an APA citation. All right. So what I've noticed is that a lot of students don't know how to do APA. So on every paper they do, they just assume they're going to lose points on an APA, on the APA section. So they do what they can to reference, but they know they're doing it wrong, and they just accept that they're going to lose points. Instead, I wanted to see if I could help with that. So here's the article you're going to be citing. It's a KSL.com article, What College Didn't Teach You About Money. Not a bad article. And we are going to be referencing a direct quote right here and a summary. All right. Now, the reason I have these two things. Number one, most students do not reference a quote like it should be referenced. We just kind of use it, and it's an entire paragraph of somebody's paper is a direct quote, but they're not citing it correctly, and that can lose them points. The other thing that happens is you'll have someone who is summarizing a section of an article, and they will just copy and paste this entire paragraph in, change a couple of words in here, and call it a summary. And then they do not cite it correctly. Don't do that. And this, so I have an example of how I would summarize this paragraph if I were using it in a paper, which is right down here. Now, all you have to do for this assignment is give me the reference that you would put in your references page. Put it right here, referencing that article. It is an online citation. And then put in the two in-text citations into this document, save it, and submit it. When I get it, I will grade it, and I'll also show you, show you exactly how it should be done in the grading feedback, so that you know how to cite an online article in your papers. Okay, so that is the end of that one. If you have questions, please let me know. Close that so we can look at that a little better. Okay, the other assignment that we have in both classes, we have done one of these before, so some of you may have seen it, but as a team project. In both cases, it's due in week 3. There are 3 parts to this assignment. There's the actual assignment. There's an evaluation where you will be evaluating your teammates and how well they did in the project. And then there is a progress report that shows up at the end of week 2. In this progress report, do not overthink it. It's 10 points out of 1,000, or the business communication one is similar. It's a small one. All you're really doing is giving me an update. The primary thing that you're giving me is how well your teammates are doing, who is participating, who is actually working on the project, and a brief summary with some details in each class in there of how you're doing. If you're already working on it, this will be a simple progress report like you would give to your boss if you were working on a project. So, 3 parts: the actual assignment, the evaluation, and the progress report. Okay. Now, the next question is, how do I get into my team? I've already assigned the teams. I go in and assign them manually. I just wanted to show you, I'm going to masquerade as Amber. She agreed to let me do that, so I can show you exactly what it looks like. So this, we're looking at Amber's screen here. Thank you, Amber. Notice up here, instead of just courses, which is how it's been the rest of the time, it is now changed to courses and groups. In her case, right there, Team 3, BA 380. If she clicks on that, there's 2 ways to get to it. This is the first one. It takes her to, this is kind of an interesting thing that Canvas does. This is your own little page just for doing this team project. Which means you're at the home page. All of these are now changed. The announcements are your team, and you can put in the announcements. Notice right here we have someone saying, hey, we need to get working on this. Love that, by the way, very proactive. You can Look at the people who are on your team. Ryan, Jason, Amber, and here I am as the teacher. You can start your own discussions. Amber's going to start one right here. Team assignment. Hello everyone. Okay, as simple as that is, now anybody can go in here as one of her teammates and hit reply and start talking about this. You can share files. You could do conferencing. Okay, start your own conference. You do collaborations where you share files. Anything you want to do is, if this is your page. I may come in and comment on something. I may come into the discussion and say, hey, glad you guys are talking about this. Have you thought about this yet? But this is kind of your area as Team 3. All right. Now, the other way that you can get into this, go back to the course, is go to People and Groups. You'll notice in Amber's case, she is Team 3. You'll see that there are other teams there, but they're locked. She can't get into them, but she can visit her team page, and here we are back again. All right. Now, obviously, it's very important that you as a teammate work with your team. At the same time, working with a team and working with people who have different ideas than you is part of the benefit of doing a team assignment. I realize that doing a team assignment is harder than doing an individual assignment. That's just the simple truth of it, because you can do an individual assignment on your own time, not have to talk to anybody else, just get it done, turned in. However, that's not how the business world works. It's getting more and more and more team oriented than ever, and I want to make sure that you're used to working with teams. Now, obviously, part of the reason for having an evaluation at the end and this team assignment progress report is to inform me about how your teams are doing. So if I hear about somebody who is not participating in a team, I will be talking to them, just like a boss would if a team in a workplace was not functioning correctly and somebody was not pulling their weight. So please be engaged, please be attentive, and please be understanding of different ideas. Don't dismiss what other people are saying just because it might be different. Now, last but not least, notice this chat feature right here. We're staying in Amber's page here. If you click on chat, it brings up this page as it loads. Just a moment. This is something we haven't used very much in the past, but I would like to start using it more in the future. This is a simple chat room, chat box feature in Canvas. If you are in here, you'll see one person is here right there. Let's see if I can activate mine to show up at the same time. We'll see. As you can see, the last couple days I've been in here saying I'll be in here until 6:30, just waiting for someone to come on here and have a question. I have 3 different ones of them up, as you can see, from 3 different courses, but I have them up all day long when I'm sitting here in my office and sometimes when I'm at home on my computer. The only thing is you can see everything that anyone has ever written in this page. Business communications. Yeah, it's giving me a hard time because I'm masquerading as her. So, you can go in here and chat, not just with me, but with other students. If you come in, you have a question, I'm not in there, but somebody else is, you can sit there and chat about it. It stays up here, and you'll be able to see everything anyone has ever done. That's a benefit, because if someone has gone on before, they've talked about a problem they're having with an assignment, they got it resolved, and you come after that, you'll be able to read and see what happened. But just remember that it's there, and don't put anything personal up there that you don't want the entire class to see. Okay, but do use this. It is a fun feature, and it might allow you to either contact me or contact your classmates at the same time. Okay, any questions, please let me know. I hope we're having fun with this course. Thanks.